Okay, welcome everybody. Today we are going to talk about eco-fashion. The members of our team are Milagros Sanchez Escobar, Adeli Zamora, Eric Medina Villar, and Alexandra Bando Lopez. The vision of Refashion is to become a leading authority in sustainable fashion, recognized for our unwavering commitment to quality, innovation, and social responsibility. We inspire to influence how people consume fashion, changing perception about recycled clothing, and setting a new standard of excellence in the textile industry. The mission is to revolutionize the fashion industry by creating sustainable and stylish garments using recycled materials. While promoting conscious living, we endeavor to reduce environmental impact of fashion and encourage responsible consumption, while inspiring others to adopt sustainable practices in their daily life.
Goals, short-term goals, and longer goals using SMART methodology. Short-term goals call it 100 items of used clothing in the amount you use. SMART methodology. Specific. Call it 100 items of used clothing. Measure about. Count the number of garments collected. Achievable. It is possible to collect 100 garments in amount. Relevant. The reuse of clothing is important to reduce textile waste. Limited time, what month? Long-term goals. Reduce the amount of textile waste by 15% in the next 5 years. Specific. Reduce the amount of textile waste by 15%. Measure about. Measure the amount of textile waste by produced years. Achievable. It is possible to reduce the amount of textile waste they reuse and recycled. Relevant. The reuse and recycling of textile are important to reduce environment impact. Limited time, 5 years. Market research. Compares to direct and indirect what they sell, have, and wear. Direct compares clothing brands that sell reused clothing such as Whisca and ecological bag from Peru. Whisca. The sustainable fashion brands use materials that are 100% Peruvian natural fiber and purchases from national suppliers that have environment certification. Ecological Bag of Peru. It is dedication to the transformation of plastic bottles in the fiber and fabrics material with which various are the consumer. Indirect compares. Thrift store and apps for selling use clothing like Look invented. Look. It is a Peruvian store 5 values and sustainable fashion and at the value of the garment that are stored in our classes and in the positive environment, social, and economic impact. Vented. This app is used to sell clothes over the phone and describe normally. Thus, it is ideal to hand photos of your clothing and money wisdom. Ya está.
SWOT analysis. Strange. Unique value proposition eco-fashion differentiates itself by specializing in great clothing using recycled materials, offers unique high quality designs that promote conscious fashion and sustainability. Mission and vision. The company has a strong mission and vision focused on revolutioning the fashion industry, reducing environment impact and experience responsible consumption. Commitment to quality. Eco-fashion maintains a commitment to quality in its sustainable garments, ensuring that recycled materials are transformed into stylish and durable products. Positive brand image. Eco-fashion has a positive brand image as a sustainable fashion brand that helps attract environment-conscious consumers with ethical fashion choice. Growing demand. There is increasing demand for sustainable fashion products and safe consumer preference toward environment-friendly options, providing a favorable market opportunity. Weakness. Limit awareness. Eco-fashion may face challenges in building awareness and gaining visibility among consumers, particularly when competing with well-established traditional fashion brands. Supply chain management. Managing the supply chains of recycled materials and storing consumable in many possible challenges, especially storing and processed materials in an environment sustainable manner. Pricing. Sustainable fashion products can sometimes have higher price points due to the nature of production process and material use, the potentiality limiting accessibility to a broader market segment. Opportunities. Growing market. The sustainable fashion market experienced significant growth, driven by increased consumers' awareness and demand for eco-friendly products. Eco-fashion can facilitate on the strength of expanding the customer base. Partnership and collaborations. Collaborating with other sustainable brands, organizations, and communities help eco-fashion increase its impact and reach wider audience. Online platforms. Leveraging online platforms and social media can help eco-fashion reach a broader customer base. Showcase its a unique design and age net with Android conscious consumers, especially into new markets. Eco-fashion can explore exploiting its operations and distribute channels into new regions of target international markets where sustainable fashion is again at the popularity. Threats, competition. Eco-fashion face competition from both direct and indirect competition. In the sustainable fashion space, as well as traditional fashion brands and measures sustainability indices. Price sensitive. Price conscious consumers may prioritize lower price over options and sustainable fashion products, posing a challenge for eco-fashion and capturing broader market share. Emission and reach share. The rise in the popularity of sustainable fashion may lead to imitation or greenwashing, with some brands making it crucial for eco-fashion to protect its brand integrity and communicate its genuine commitment to sustainability.
Okay, now I'm going to talk about the PES analysis in refashion. We have the environmental regulations. Government regulations related to environmental protection and recycling can affect the sourcing of recycled materials and the production processes involved in creating refashion clothing. Then we have the political stability, assess the overall political stability in Peru and its potential impact on the clothing industry, including stability in governance and the risk of political unrest. Then we have the economic growth. We evaluate the current and project economic growth in Peru as it affects consumer purchasing power and demand for fashion clothing. The inflation currency exchange rate, examine the inflation rate and fluctuations in currency exchange rates as they can affect the cost of raw materials. Disposable income, analyze the disposable income levels of the population and their willingness to spend on refashion clothing. In the third part, we have the social. Fashion trends, consider the prevailing fashion trends in Peru and assess whether refashion clothing aligns with customer preference. The environmental consciousness, analyze the level of awareness and concern for environmental sustainability among consumers of refashion clothing. Demographic factors, evaluate the population demographics such as age, income distribution, and lifestyle choices to understand the target market for refashion clothing. At the last part, we have the manufacturing technological, assess the availability and adoption of advanced manufacturing technologies in the clothing industry. E-commerce and online platforms, analyze the growth of e-commerce and online platform in Peru. And for the last part, the social media and digital marketing, consider the influence of social media platforms and digital marketing channels in promoting refashion clothing and engaging with customers.
Quarter force. Three new entrants. The entry of new entrants into the sustainable fashion industry is moderate. While there may be low barriers to entry in terms of starting sustainable fashion brand, establishing a strong brand image. Secure rivals supply chains for recycled materials. Engaging consumer trust can be challenging to establish brands like eco-fashion. Have an ambitious stage in terms of brand recognition and consumer loyalty, making it more difficult for new entrants for the companies. Bargaining power of suppliers. The bargaining power of suppliers in the sustainable fashion industry is moderate. Eco-fashion relies on suppliers of recycled materials and reclaimed textiles, establishing quality and cost of this material. These materials can affect the company's operations. Profitability, however, as an eco-fashion grows and establishes itself and a leading authority in a sustainable fashion, it may gain more negotiating power with suppliers. Bargaining power of viewers. The bargaining power of viewers in the sustainable fashion industry is moderate to high. Consumers have access to a range of sustainable fashion brands and alternative options, such as retail stores and online products for use clothing. Price sensitivity and the ability of comparable products can influence viewer decisions. Eco-fashion needs to differentiate itself throughout unique designs, quality, and commitment to sustainability. To maintain customer loyalty and imitation of the bargaining power of buyers. Trade of substitutes. The trade of substitutes in the sustainable fashion industry is moderate. Traditional fashion brands that introduce initiatives and offer eco-friendly options can be sustainable fashion brands like eco-fashion. Additionally, consumers have the option to purchase the second-hand clothing or choose not to buy new clothing at all. Eco-fashion shall continuously innovate, educate consumers about the benefits of recycled materials, and face its unique value proposition to reduce the attractiveness of substitutes. Competitive rivalry. The competitive rivalry in a sustainable fashion industry is high. Eco-fashion face competition from both direct and indirect competitors. Direct competitors like Whiskas and English Bugs offer user clothing using different materials and sorting methods. Indirect competitors such as thrift stores and online platforms like Greenlock can provide alternative options for purchasing second-hand clothing. Eco-fashion needs to differentiate itself through its unique designs, committing to sustainability and effective market to strength of
Market mix products focus on sustainability and quality, highlight the environmental benefits of using recycled materials, and highlight the style and design of the garments, making sure that they develop a wide range of products to serve different customer segments and preferences. Price considers the theme on the style price that reflect the added value of sustainable products. Place make sure to select the right distribution channels for the target audience to select products. The online store itself, cycle store or partner with boutiques and sustainable fashion stores as participate in fashion events and trade shows that increase brand visibility. Promotions use marketing strategies that highlight sustainability and brands always use social media and digital marketing to reach your target audience and tell stories about recycled materials, ethical manufacturing process, and the brand's missions. Also consider collaboration with influencers or even partnerships with environmental organizations to increase brand visibility and credibility. Expectations of humans. Education organizes educational events and disseminates information about the importance of recycling programs. Impact stories tell the story of people who have embraced recycled solutions and how this has had a positive impact to everyone. Alliance with influencers, collaborate with influencers that promote sustainability and recycled fashion. This will help broaden your reach and attract awareness that is more combined to carry for that every moment. Operational. Source recycled materials. Establish partnership with recycle centers or waste management companies to source high quality recycled materials. Waste reduction optimize internal process to reduce the waste of material during the manufacture and operations of your garments. Transparency in the supply chains, communicate clearly and transparently the origin of the materials and hope that the entire process of your garments is verified. This will build consumer confidence and allow them to make informed decisions.
Conclusions. The reuse of clothing is a process that contributes the saving, wearing, and energy in which productions. That is why, with eco-fashion, the consumption of natural resources will be reduced.
By focus on sustainability and product quality, highlight the environmental benefits of using recycled materials and showcasing the style and designs of the garments, the brand can offer to environmentally conscious consumers.
Eco-fashion is a transformative movement within the fashion industry that aims to address the negative environmental and social impacts of traditional fashion. In conclusion, eco-fashion revolutionized the fashion industry by promoting sustainability, ethic, and mindful consumption, leading us towards a more responsible and environmentally conscious future. And that's everything. Thanks.